On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that, you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll come up second and 7. Again, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. In motion, the tight end. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, Hill. Will get about half down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL. You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They go play action with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11, Thomas.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Trenton Irwin,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Down the right sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year.
Touchdown lead now. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Flush to his right.
After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. You hope this is nothing serious. Now 3rd down and 7.
Come, 19. Come, let's go now.
Here's Browning. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
They'll run the screen with Moss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Hardy set to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Henry, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Now he's free at the 35.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
A dump off now to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens extend their lead yet again.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Ready, go.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Go.
They go play action with Huntley.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
Now Huntley.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to... Drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Browning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Browning. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 21 yards away.
And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
To throw, Huntley.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Huntley working from the gun. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Huntley looks to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Huntley.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, sack.
They'll start on the ground with Moss.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Ravens 62, Bengals 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Moss.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
To Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down the sideline he goes. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Browning. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Justice Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down. Browning. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Hill. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Inside the 10,
and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Zach Moss,
64 yards.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Ravens 69, Bengals 28. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Hill running right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hill one more time. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.